Well, good afternoon, everyone. Early evening, and I'm on my way down near Lagodi, Indiana, at the Southwestern Indiana Angus Association meeting, and I'm going down as a pitch hitter tonight as a speaker. It was going to be one of the ABS reps that was going to be there, but there was kind of a family emergency, so I got called in to help out. More than willing to do that. Probably would have been going to the meeting anyway, but that's what's going on. So I'll talk a little bit about the sire directory, and then talk a little bit about what my role is with the NCBA and its makeup, so those folks have a clue what goes on. So it's about close to an hour drive to get down there, and it is at a restaurant, so there will be a good meal that goes with it. Well, that you obviously pay for, but that's what's happening this Saturday evening. Well, this calf tag number will be 620, so it's actually will be the 19th live calf. It is a Here I Am heifer calf out of this baldy cow that came from Cotton Landed Cattle, Tim Swab. And I promise you, this calf was up nursing in 10 minutes or less. Pretty amazing. Well, it's nice when my son is here to help take the net off the bales. That way I get to stay in the warm tractor in this cold, snowy day. I did roll out a bale for the cows instead of putting it in the feeder. I know a lot of folks were kind of bragging about that nice weather we had, where temperatures actually got in the 60s. And I tried to remind people that it's still February and winter was not over. And this week is a fine example of winter not being over. It is cold and snowy today as I'm getting hay out to all these cows and stuff. And you saw the quick little video of the last calf that was born. And instead of bull calves, I don't know why I'm so honored with having Here I Am heifers. That's kind of my luck. Good morning, everyone. For all those people that thought winter was over back when we had those warm days, it's certainly not. Heading out to do chores. And then either late this evening or first thing in the morning, I'm taking some cattle to Rockville, Indiana, to what's called the Indianapolis Stockyards. A couple of August feeder calves and then a stifled cow. Heading out to do morning chores and bottle feed my calf. As you can see, it's bottle feeding time. She's actually a pretty darn nice calf. It's too bad she's a free martin. Haven't checked officially, but I'm sure that's the case. Also have this goat in labor this morning, so we'll see how this all turns out. I'll keep you posted. Good afternoon, everyone. It's certainly been an interesting day. think on the previous video I mentioned the goat was in labor, and she never did push or anything like that. I had to call into the vet. Vet probably couldn't get to the goat until this afternoon and thought it was probably breech. I had gone in earlier and she wasn't dilated, so I did give her a shot of Lute and a shot of Dex, and hoping that would help with dilation. Still no progress. So finally I went back in, and obviously a set of twins. Feet were going every which direction, didn't know which goat was which. Obviously you don't have as much room in a goat to work as you do a cow. And fortunately I did get the right two back legs, but it was a pretty hard pull from a goat standpoint of getting that one out. Obviously it was dead. Went back in and got the other one, and it was also backwards. And I did get one breath out of it before it passed. So it was one of those days where things just happen when you have a farm and make things you think, well, it's just a goat, it doesn't cost you much. Well, my goats probably average 400 plus a piece during the spring. So you think, well, how many people can afford to lose $800 just like that? So that was a little bit of the morning. Now I am loaded up. I have 2 feeder calves that were born in August, a steer and a heifer, and the stifled cow that had lost her calf for some unknown reason. And there's no sense feeding her because I knew obviously I was going to ship her anyway after the calf was raised. So I'm on my way to take these cattle to the market. Little Monday afternoon update. Folks, I'm coming into Rockville, Indiana now to the what's called the Indianapolis Stockyards. Don't ask me how the title got that way, but it did. So I'm here at the auction facility getting ready to pull in to unload. Looks like there's several trailers here that have either just parked here or unloaded. And it looks like there's only one truck and trailer backed up to the loading area. So I'll pull in here and get these animals unloaded. Well, I have moved my bottle calf up to a bucket calf. Just worked on that yesterday. A little slow starting, but once she gets there, she takes right off. So that's a little bit of the morning deal. I kicked this baldy cow and calf out, and this is a Here I Am heifer calf. So it's time for them to go out into the real world. Slowly but surely, moving right along with farm chores. Hey, good morning everyone. Wednesday morning, on my way for morning chores. Looks like the cows need hay this morning. Looks like the bale feeders are empty. And they're all up here to the lot. I'll turn the camera around so you can see that. They don't come up here to the gate unless they're out, and I can see the bale feeders up there, and they're out. So I'll do some stuff in the barn first, take care of my bottle calf, kick a couple cows out that's here in the barn, and this will be a start to my day. A little warmer today than it was yesterday morning. The 2 cows is locked up here in the barn. They'll lock up overnight. I'm gonna have to start cleaning this barn out. This white cow is, she's gonna be bull bred. Pretty sure she could be due in the next week. And she's got discharge this morning. This cow here, purebred Angus. She's AI. And she could be due the 27th, but I'm not sure she's that far along, so she could be bull bred as well. I'm not sure she can go another 20-some days, but time will tell. So I kick them out during the day and lock them in of the night so I can watch them on the camera. Well, she's a little contrary on her bucket, and my border collie's out here and she gets disturbed when the dog is. But anyway, I can say that she's probably bucket broke to this stage of the game. Makes it a lot easier to have to sit there, bottle feed her, plus I'm upping the quantity of milk and it's more than a bottle will hold. Well folks, the other project this morning on moving some of the hay that I bought, which was a pretty good deal, and it was close to the house, so I could just run up down the road with the tractor to grab these. So that's what I'm doing, is grabbing some of these bales and taking them closer to home, although I'll leave some of them here because I don't need to, since it's so close, I can just get them anytime. Alright, at the feed mill, getting my goat feed and cattle mineral. Hey, good morning everyone. Heading out to do morning chores. Had a new calf last night about 11:15 or so. And I'm gonna turn this camera around and show you something. So winter has returned. And I was a little surprised when I looked out the window this morning. But we have snow-covered ground this morning. Now, is it a lot? No, it's certainly not, but we do have some snow on the ground. Cows are just mingling all over the place this morning. So heading into the barn to do morning chores and bottle feed my calf. Well, here's the calf that was born last night. It is a heifer calf. Out of cow 914, this white colored cow. And that heifer is out of my Mead Magnitude son.
Sometimes the world's in my coffee, and the devil's in the cream. And if you never wonder what the cat dragged in, you miss the spark in everything. I've heard the heart goes fonder, but you know that, and the winter lasts much longer, but you knew that,
Good afternoon, folks. It's from snow-covered day today to warming up, and reminds me of sometimes of the Wyoming weather when I was out there. Wake up and snow on the ground and in the 60s by afternoon. Well, that's not quite the case here. It's in the 40s right now here in southwestern Indiana. Just got my last born calf, which would be the 21st one. Reminder, I did lose one. So I've got 20 live calves on the ground. Should have 10 or 11 more. And that's going to be a wrap of this week's video. Hope you enjoy the birth of that last calf. I did get it on the barn camera. Thanks for watching. Share with your friends. Please subscribe. I think I'm 125 or so away from my 1,000 subscriber goal. So if you know someone that's willing to subscribe, please encourage them to do so. Give me a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great weekend. Enjoy, everyone.